All these are counted to be the blessing of Mother Nature for the new state. The total cultivable area in Telangana is 214.48 lakh acres, of which horticulture area is 11.57 lakh acres, which amounts to 5%. Every year, about 59.03 lakh metric tons of horticultural products are being produced successfully. This production shares about 23% in the state's total agricultural output. In other words, the horticultural produce in the state occupies about 25.57% of the state gross agricultural production. In view of the same, the government of Telangana has been focused on encouraging the development of horticulture sector in the state. The Telangana government is inclined towards helping the agricultural families by giving all sort of help and support to the agri-farmers in all the ways possible. Apart from implementing the various farmer-friendly schemes such as Raitu Bandhu, Raitu Bima and others, the government, in addition, has been striving to support the sector in terms of building up various major irrigation projects, providing free power to the farmers and many other programs which prove time and again that this government stands true to its word of being a farmer-friendly government. In the process, the Telangana government is
APC and Secretary Telangana to honor Dr. Trilochan Mahapatra, Director General ICAR, Government of India. you, sir. I now request Srimati Shubha Thakur, Joint Secretary, Government of India, to honor Shri Somesh Kumar ji, Chief Secretary, Telangana. Finally, I request Shri L. Venkatram Reddy Garu, Director of Horticulture, to felicitate Srimati Shubha Thakur, Joint Secretary, Government of India. Thank you, sir. I request all our dignitaries to be seated, and considering the importance of the oil palm crop and its role in making India Atmanirbhar, a short film has been made by the department, which we would like to display to all of you, esteemed dignitaries and dear guests. So let's watch the short film now.
भारत सरकार का हर प्रयास किसानों को दे रहा है एक नई आस। देश के किसानों की खुशहाली और उन्हें आत्मनिर्भर बनाने के लिए भारत सरकार समर्पित है। प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में कृषि क्षेत्र में किए गए निरंतर प्रयासों के फलस्वरूप देश खाद्यान्न व बागवानी के क्षेत्र में आत्मनिर्भर हो चुका है और देश में दलहन का उत्पादन भी बढ़ा है। इसी तरह भारत सरकार ने खाद्य तेलों के उत्पादन को बढ़ाने के भी अनेक प्रयास किए हैं। इसी क्रम को आगे बढ़ाते हुए माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में भारत सरकार ने दूरदर्शी निर्णय लेते हुए राष्ट्रीय खाद्य तेल मिशन ऑयल पाम की शुरुआत की है। इस मिशन से देश भर के किसानों को बहुत लाभ मिलेगा। कृषि के पूंजी निवेश में वृद्धि होगी, खाद्य तेल आयात पर देश की निर्भरता कम होगी और रोजगार के नए अवसर पैदा होंगे।
खाने के तेल में आत्मनिर्भरता के लिए अब राष्ट्रीय खाद्य तेल मिशन ऑयल पाम का संकल्प लिया गया है। इससे किसानों को तो सीधा लाभ होगा ही, गरीब और मध्यम वर्ग के परिवारों को सस्ता और अच्छी क्वालिटी का तेल भी मिलेगा। यही नहीं, ये मिशन बड़े स्तर पर रोजगार का निर्माण करेगा।
इस मिशन के अंतर्गत ऑयल पाम का रकबा और पैदावार बढ़ाने पर जोर देने के लिए सरकार ने 11,000 करोड़ रुपए से अधिक की सहायता राशि निर्धारित की है। मिशन के तहत सरकार ने ऑयल पाम की खेती के लिए रोपण आदि की सहायता में बढ़ोतरी करते हुए पहले मिलने वाले 12,000 रुपए प्रति हेक्टेयर को बढ़ाकर 29,000 रुपए प्रति हेक्टेयर तक कर दिया है। ऑयल पाम के पुराने बागों के पुनरुद्धार के लिए 250 रुपए प्रति पौधा के हिसाब से विशेष सहायता दी जा रही है। पौधारोपण सामग्री की कमी दूर करने और बीजों की पैदावार करने वाले बागों को भी सहायता दी जाएगी। इसके तहत 15 हेक्टेयर ऑयल पाम उद्यान के लिए 80 लाख रुपए तक की सहायता राशि दी जाएगी। इसके अलावा नर्सरी विकास के लिए 40 लाख रुपए तक तय किए गए हैं। पूर्वोत्तर और अंडमान राज्यों के लिए विशेष सहायता का भी प्रावधान है। ऑयल पाम के किसान ताजे फलों के गुच्छे यानी FFB का उत्पादन करते हैं, जिनकी वर्तमान में कीमतें अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मूल्यों में उतार चढ़ाव के आधार पर तय होती हैं। पहली बार केंद्र सरकार ताजे फलों के गुच्छे की कीमत के लिए किसानों को आश्वासन दे रही है। ये व्यवहार्यता मूल्य यानी VP कहलाएगा, यानी किसानों को कोई घाटा नहीं होने दिया जाएगा। व्यवहार्यता मूल्य VP तय करने की शुरुआत 1 नवंबर से होगी और अगले वर्ष 31 अक्टूबर तक जारी रहेगी। इसे ऑयल पाम वर्ष कहा जाएगा। इस योजना के तहत वर्ष 2025-26 तक ऑयल पाम का रकबा 6.5 लाख हेक्टेयर सृजित करने और कच्चे ऑयल पाम की पैदावार वर्ष 2025-26 तक 11.20 लाख टन पहुंचाने का लक्ष्य निर्धारित किया गया है। सरकार के इस महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय से देश में ऑयल पाम की खेती करने वाले किसानों में विश्वास पैदा होगा और वे खेती का रकबा बढ़ाएंगे। इस तरह पाम ऑयल का उत्पादन भी बढ़ेगा, जिससे किसानों की आय बढ़ेगी और ग्रामीण अर्थव्यवस्था भी सुदृढ़ होगी।
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the future of our proud pride of India. And now we will watch another short film showcasing the progress of Telangana state in oil palm production in just 6 months under the able leadership of the Chief Minister Kalvakuntla Chandrasekhar Rao ji, Shri Niranjan Reddy ji, our Agriculture Minister, and our Chief Secretary, Shri Somesh Kumar ji. Let's watch another short film now.
India is mainly an agricultural country. The main livelihood is cultivation. It's a fact beyond truth. The newly formed Telangana state is rich in natural resources, fertile lands, and climatic conditions suitable for cultivating diversified crops. All these are counted to be the blessing of Mother Nature for the new state. The total cultivable area in Telangana is 214.48 lakh acres, of which horticulture area is 11.57 lakh acres, which amounts to 5%. Every year, about 59.03 lakh metric tons of horticultural products are being produced successfully. This production shares about 23% in the state's total agricultural output. In other words, the horticultural produce in the state occupies about 25.57% of the state gross agricultural production. In view of the same, the government of Telangana has been focused on encouraging the development of horticulture sector in the state. The Telangana government is inclined towards helping the agricultural families by giving all sort of help and support to the agri-farmers in all the ways possible. Apart from implementing the various farmer-friendly schemes such as Raitu Bandhu, Raitu Bima and others, the government, in addition, has been striving to support the sector in terms of building up various major irrigation projects, providing free power to the farmers and many other programs which prove time and again that this government stands true to its word of being a farmer-friendly government. In the process, the Telangana government is also
shelf not state road concession, be it the industry, be it the states, be it the farmers. Sir, under your leadership, sir, it has been, and in the near future, it will turn out one of those schemes where not only the targets fixed for next 5 years is 6.5 lakh hectare, maybe overachieved by more than 100%. And we are right now seeing, with the interest state, over 10 lakh hectare is expected to be covered in the near future for next 4 to 5 years. माननीय कृषि मंत्री को बहुत बहुत आभार आपके मार्गदर्शन के लिए, नेतृत्व के लिए और गाइडेंस के लिए. I'd like to welcome and thank Minister Government of Telangana, Minister, Chief Secretary, APC, Nagiredi and everybody for being there for co-hosting this conference and making the arrangements required with the team working with the crop division team of Government of India and taking this forward. I'd like to again welcome Kerala State Minister here, and I'm confident with his August presence here, things will go for oil palm, and there's lots of potential oil palm in Kerala. And what we've been seeing in terms of traction of the officials of Kerala, that lots of enthusiasm there, and definitely oil palm conversion, oil palm plantation in Kerala should happen. Briefly, I'd like to talk about this scheme. Detailed contours will come in the presentation of Shubha Thakur. But on behalf of Government, I'd like to assure that the scheme formulation with the stakeholder consultation, implementation, every aspect shall be taken care of. Whatever little inputs come from field, either the state governments or with the industry or the farmers, are taken to the conclusion. For example, I would like to recall, and Sumesh Kumar is here, certain duty structure needed correction regarding the oil transports which used to come in the country. And that was taken at the Government of India. I think the intent is in 7 days. Necessarily, it was done. This second conference regarding oil palm is in hand. First conference was held under the chairmanship of the Minister of Agriculture in Northeast in Assam, I think in 6th of October. Each and every recommendation, each and every suggestion which came in from all the stakeholders have taken to the conclusion. And I'm very happy to report to this August gathering and our Minister especially and to the Government of India. And I'm thankful to the industry that after that conference, major steps, in just 2.5 months after that conference, 2 industries have taken land in Arunachal Pradesh to establish industries on farm. So very, very positive aspect. I'd like to thank both the industries for taking it up to 3F and which have taken land. Mizoram industry expansion and new industry in Mizoram was also taken off. So within 90 days, within 100 days of our conference, establishment of 3 industries in Northeast shows the offtake, shows the outreach, and shows the potential of the oil palm shipping for Kerala. I would like to touch upon Telangana also. We've seen a presentation of Telangana. The amount of enthusiasm which is in Telangana, and Sumesh Kumar has promised me, in Government of India, that they alone will be taking at least 5 lakh hectare and therefore can go over 10 lakh hectare for the time to come. And I can assure you on behalf of Government of India and the Government Minister, please take a step forward for all the states. Whatever best you can do, please go ahead for this thing. Funds shall not be the bottleneck. All necessary steps will be taken by Government of India to provide the requisite fund, which has been assured as part of the scheme, to take to a maximum level which can be reached. At this juncture, I would like to touch upon 1 or 2 points which is very important. Funds is not a bottleneck. And as far as scheme controls which have come in, initially for sprouts, support of 12,000 rupees per hectare was there. Now the support of 29,000 rupees for the imported crop is there. So increase of more than twice has never been a scheme. The scheme has been formulated in terms of which can be implemented. One aspect which we have been hearing from industry, different stakeholders, that money which used to flow used to be in the government treasury for a certain period, and if the money is not flowing to the farmers at the right time, the enthusiasm of farmers is not there. A special mechanism in this scheme of Central Small Scheme of Plantation Aid, wherein an escrow mechanism can be made, and all the funds required from Government of India will go to that escrow mechanism. So that the time lag in terms of expenditure is not there. Those arrangements have been made in terms of, and I'd like to inform that after the first conference of October, more than 11 states have signed the MOU which is required for the viability gap funding, which is part of this scheme. I would like to also touch upon one of the important bottlenecks which was anticipated, and I would like to mention what the state government is considering regarding this thing. Oil palm sprouts was talked about in the last conference that can be one of the bottlenecks for the availability. So four strategies being implemented regarding oil palm sprouts. The domestic production increase is major thing as part of the scheme. For oil palm nurseries, major support of 50 lakh plus and everything is coming. And I'm happy to report that large number of states in the action plan are coming with the university. Indian Institute of Oil Palm Research is supporting all these state endeavors and through a massive drive from this thing. All the domestic production increase which can take place in oil palm will be supported, not only funds, but also technical support, all these things. But by the time it takes time, and maybe import material could be thing, so I would like to inform that under HICC policy, major changes have been done. Now, if any industry, any state or any organization wants to apply for import under HICC policy, our team has mandated within maximum 10 working days of the application, necessary permission shall be given. And not only permission shall be given, initially the time period was 6 months, that permission will be valid at least for 1 year. And I'll call upon all the organizations, state and different organizations, that apart from 1 year, if you can make your business plan, what type of imports you want to have for next 5 years, and you can submit your action plan for the next 5 years, government shall consider the action plan and go in for a sanction, so that you can plan your imports and everything for next 5 years by the time the domestic production coming to that level which is required. Apart from that, I would like to assure you from behalf of Government of India that necessary conversion, necessary talk, necessary meeting has been held with most of the embassies. So whatever support is required from the embassies of India in those countries for imports of oil palm seeds and sprouts shall be issued. I just mentioned few of these aspects, the purpose in this welcome speech, that whatever all is required to take off this scheme, in order to take off this scheme, to reach a new successful milestone shall be sure. I wish this conference a success. I am confident that the deliberations which happened in the conference in Northeast, in Assam, fresh deliberations will happen in this day. All the ideas, please make your ideas, make your suggestions for faster implementation scheme, and assure you again those who are the these words, माननीय कृषि मंत्री जी का और राज्य मंत्री कृषि का पुनः अपनी ओर से सबकी ओर से बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूँ, बहुत आभार करता हूँ। सर आपके नेतृत्व में एक मॉडल स्कीम साबित होगी, इस स्कीम बनना, क्रियान्वित करना और कैसे इसकी प्रिपरेशन करके और निश्चित तौर
मार्गदर्शन दे रहे हैं, तो उसके लिए मैं आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ। और बाकी जितने वरेण्य व्यक्ति विशेष, सम्मान्य व्यक्ति विशेष, मंचासीन हैं, आप सबको स्वागत करता हूँ। और इस सभागार में उपस्थित समस्त महानुभाव, विशेष रूप में इंडस्ट्री के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव, राज्य सरकार के समस्त ऑफिसर, किसान मित्र एवं हमारे वैज्ञानिक मित्र, आप सबका और मीडिया के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव। Actually, there was another meeting which was held in Guwahati, which was again chaired by Honorable Minister, and that was involving all the state government officials. In fact, several ministers were also present in that meeting. The objective of this meeting was to go to South and also discuss with all the stakeholders once again to see that the whole process of implementation is accelerated as we go along. You all know that this is a kind of area where we are deficient, the country is deficient. We are importing edible oil to the tune of 15 million tons, and almost 60 to 65% of it is palm oil. So given this, we need to go for import substitution as advised by Honorable Prime Minister. So that is how this scheme, consequently under the overall guidance of Honorable Prime Minister, it was actually finalized and now being implemented. This is one scheme where the policy has taken into account the scientific evidence-based approach and integrating that with all the, in fact, technology aspects of the program. The oil palm, as we all know, that the technology intensive, activity and crop. This needs quite a bit of interventions. In fact, after thorough deliberation, as Mr. Sanjay Agrawalji highlighted, that all aspects of the requirements of the farmers have been actually addressed in the scheme itself. Whether it is a requirement of machines for various operations which are there but quite deficient in terms of supply, so you have to depend on import, and that has been also greatly facilitated by provisioning appropriate budget to the scheme. The evidences suggest that if we actually have appropriate management practices in place, we can go up to harvesting up to 10 tons per hectare. Average 5 to 6 tons per hectare we can harvest. And if we have 2 million hectares of land, and Telangana itself talks about 1 million hectare in few years' time. If you have 2 million hectares, and if we have 10 tons yield or even 5 tons yield, so obviously 10 million tons we can harvest, 10 million tons of oil we can harvest. No other oilseed crop can give so much of return. So that's the kind of potential and that's the kind of advantage this particular crop can provide to this country. And we can go for import substitution in a very phased manner, in a very strategic manner, in a very planned manner. Integrated farming systems which have been actually standardized by our Oil Palm Research Institute, which is not very far from here, and which has been working for more than 20 years. It says that the return can increase and the BCA ratio could be 1:1.3, 1.35 in fact. And similarly, intercrops can give huge returns, and that is the kind of technology which are all standardized, and they are all part of the scheme. And I believe those all the stakeholders, the industry, the farmers, and everybody will take note of that and will implement those with all sincerity. But there lies the key of our success. And similarly, the fertigation process. In fact, we can save 25% of our irrigation, and in fact 30% of our fertilizer, and also have 25-30% yield increase by way of that. So I believe that if we can have right use of technology and integrate that with this beautiful policy intervention which the central government has brought in and provided this scheme, so we will be able to really reach there where we want to really go. And in fact, if we can actually incorporate the crop waste to the tune of 15 tons per hectare per year, we will be able to save 50% of inorganic fertilizers. In fact, that's a big plus. Honorable Prime Minister advises to save on chemical fertilizer, save on chemical fertilizer, and 25-30%. In this case, we can save to the tune of 50%. So I believe that we should be able to really go for large-scale adoption of the validated technology, which are now with enough scientific evidences, and so that we harvest the full benefit out of this scheme. And I am sure the industry, the state representatives and the farmers who are attending, they will take note of this and come forward. And we are here from the Indian Council of Agriculture Research, through our institutions, and particularly Indian Institute of Oil Palm Research. We are here to provide all the technology backstopping, whatever is required by the farmers anytime, even industry, and also provide all support for training, capacity building, and hand-holding, so that we succeed and so that we go for import substitution as it is directed by Honorable Prime Minister. Thank you very much. I hope we would work together to succeed and succeed, only succeed in time to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable scientific insights on oil palm farming. Before we listen to our other esteemed dignitaries on the dais, we have a very important event that's going to take place now, which is the distribution of registration certificates of FPOs. The FPOs for oil palm have fully been funded by the Government of India and are responsible for adding value addition to oil palm and increasing the income of farmers. And before we have the distribution of registration certificate of FPOs, I now invite Shri Somesh Kumar ji, Chief Secretary, Government of Telangana, to please give his address.
माननीय मंत्री, कृषि मंत्री और किसान कल्याण मंत्री श्री नरेंद्र सिंह तोमर जी, माननीय राज्य मंत्री कृषि और फार्मर वेलफेयर श्री कैलाश चौधरी जी, तेलंगाना के माननीय मंत्री एग्रीकल्चर सिंगी रेड्डी निरंजन रेड्डी जी, ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर फॉर एग्रीकल्चर फ्रॉम केरला श्री पी प्रसाद जी, तेलंगाना रैतु बंधु समिति चेयरमैन डॉक्टर पल्ले राजेश्वर रेड्डी, सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर एंड फार्मर वेलफेयर श्री संजय अग्रवाल जी, डायरेक्टर जनरल ICR डॉक्टर त्रिलोचन महापात्रा जी, ज्वाइंट सेक्रेटरी एग्रीकल्चर एंड फार्मर्स वेलफेयर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया श्रीमती सुबा ठाकुर जी, तेलंगाना के APC रघुनंदन जी, डायरेक्टर हॉर्टिकल्चर वेंकट राम रेड्डी, स्पेशल CS फाइनेंस रामकृष्ण राव, VC एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ तेलंगाना डॉक्टर प्रवीण राव, all the dignitaries, all the participants, particularly farmers, media, it is my proud privilege to welcome you all to this conference. I am deeply indebted to Government of India and particularly Honorable Minister Sri Narendra Singh Tomar ji and Secretary Sanjay Agrawal ji for selecting Hyderabad as the venue for this important conference. Sir, I would like to tell you that this is the most appropriate time to have this meeting. Entire country and world is struggling with various issues related to cropping patterns and alternate crops. And this is, I can assure you, sir, this is very kind. Before I go into other details, sir, I would like to thank all of you for bringing such a revolutionary scheme on oil seeds and particularly oil palm. The speed at which the Honorable Minister and Secretary has been working it around these issues is amazing. The Honorable Minister had come for a program and I had the opportunity to meet him in Rajendra Nagar and the Secretary was also there. We had taken the decision on oil palm in the cabinet and we were struggling with various issues. One of the issues was regarding the basic custom duty. Because of technicalities, the sprout, which is so essential for this entire program, which comes from few countries in the world like Indonesia, Costa Rica, those kind of Malaysia, and some from Bangkok or Thailand. The excise duty was put at 30. the Secretary, Mr. Sanjay. And to my utter surprise, I thought we tell many things, nothing happens or it takes a lot of time. However, I got the letter saying that 30% has been reduced to 5%. It was a great development, sir, and really I am very happy to tell you that only in Telangana, because of this one thing and within this short period, our companies who are working on this, they have nothing less than 260 crores. You can understand, one decision of yours can make such a big. Even other difficulty was that the companies were losing lot of money. They were not getting enough money for this sprout. So they were little hesitant. You raise the value of this sprout, and therefore it became very easy for them. And now actually they are break even or they are also saving some money. So the motivation to go for this sprout is very, very important. Just encourage this, sir, and I am sure with your cooperation we can do much more. Just to give few statistics, sir, India consumes 20% of the global palm oil imports, but it only produces 0.33% of the palm oil globally. This is the kind of gap. We almost, if my memory goes right, we import 1 lakh crores of palm oil to India. And this is a real step towards Atmanirbhar. Telangana Atmanirbhar Bharat. So far as Telangana is concerned, sir, it consumes 3.6% of the palm oil, but it produces 18%. And very soon we will be doing much more. Sir, Telangana ranks #1 in terms of oil extraction rate of 19.22 in palm oil. Though it is 6th in terms of area under cultivation, but second in terms of the FB production owing to better use of plantation. Now in Telangana, sir, 437 mandals in 26 districts, we have allotted to 11 companies to take up this thing. We have ordered for seedlings 3.25 crore seedlings. This is the most important constraints are now, and I request the Honorable Minister sir and the Secretary that you need to do something on the importing of these sprouts, sir. We have already received 54 lakh sprouts, sir, which will be enough to do about 80,000 acres. This scheme is wonderful, sir, and we can do much more under this. Telangana has already got the approval from the cabinet under the guidance of our Minister Sri Singhi Reddy Garu for 20 lakh acres. We want to do 20 lakh acres in 3 years. One of the areas in which we requested your help is that if the drip irrigation is the most critical component in this program, sir, after this sprout drip, because that is the real reason for growth of this crop. The subsidy is only to 27,304. Maybe you can think of increasing it. One area because of your resources and contacts, sir. If you can impanel agency across the world for supplying of sprouts, it will bring lot of uniformity. Now everybody keeps on going to them. So impanelment is important, sir. A team can be there, they can go, they can see the forms and certify. Then it will help us a lot. Other one is, sir, there is a lot of, HICC permits, lot of windows are there. If we can get an HICC, single window HICC clearance, it will be very, very useful. Yes, sir, large number of people who are going to set up oil palm extraction plants are there. One of the things is, sir, in collaboration with the industries department and all, if we can provide capital subsidy, it will speed up the whole process of setting up these. They are not very expensive things, but some kind of incentive is going to make it happen very fast. It is also important, sir, that under your leadership, that we go for a national capacity building program. It will be good if we can take some of the farmers, some of these companies, some of the officials to various countries. It is going to make a very big benefit. I really wonder, sir, why an idea like oil palm took so much time to convert into such a scheme. It is so easy if we really start focusing on it. Today, sir, maybe in 3 to 4 years, Telangana is going to become the third largest crude palm oil producing country. After Indonesia, Telangana itself, after Indonesia and Malaysia, it is going to be Telangana, sir. So it needs your blessings, it needs your support. Other reason is, sir, the farmer's income increases by 4 to 5 times. To me, each tree looks like a bank account. Every month, every acre provides as today rate 10,000 rupees to the farmers. And there is no pest attack, there is no wild boar, there is no monkey, nothing. So this is the beauty of this scheme. In addition to the increase in income, sir, it also leads to 2.3 lakh people getting direct employment, indirect employment, which is a big number. There is going to be in Telangana 10% enhancement in state's agriculture GVA. And when we start producing, it is going to add rupees 2,000 crore annually in SGST, in the GST. In terms of imports, sir, we will be able to save $2.5 billion. It is also very environment friendly. We will be saving 38 billion kiloliters of irrigation water. And one direct benefit is that we will be saving 1137 crores of power because it needs only 25% of the power for drip irrigation. In addition, it also is going to bring carbon credit if we can work out a scheme, sir, worth $200 million US. So it is a great scheme, sir, and we are really grateful for you having come here, encouraging our farmers, encouraging our industrialists. Many industrialists, sir, today I should tell you, who are in seed industry and others, have started showing a lot of interest for this project. And without your support, and it would not have been possible. I would like to thank you for coming here. I would like to again welcome you to the pleasant Telangana, free from pollution and free from the cold which you might be suffering. So again, I welcome you. I thank the organizers for doing such a wonderful thing, and particularly Mr. Subra, Mr. Nandan, Mr. Venkat Ramreddy, Sarojini, all these people have worked hard to make this event a great success, and I am very confident, sir, under your guidance this scheme will take off. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, Kumar sir, for those inspiring words and for sharing the story of Telangana oil palm farming and the vision of the state, which is indeed really encouraging. We will now have the very important event that we just mentioned a little while ago, distribution of registration certificate of FPOs. The FPOs for oil palm have been fully funded by the Government of India and are responsible for adding value addition to oil palm and increasing the income of the farmers. I now request our Honorable Minister Shri Narendra Singh Tomarji, Honorable Agriculture Minister, to distribute the registration certificate of FPOs, which is a very big step forward in the promotion of this crop. आदरणीय मंत्री जी, हम आपसे विनती करते हैं कि आप FPOs को registration certificates प्रदान करें. Let's have the first registration certificate, please. Mookamamidi Palm Oil Fed Producer Company Limited. The first FPO certificate to Mookamamidi Palm Oil Fed Producer Company Limited.
దానికి వైర్లెస్ HDMI కేబుల్ ఇచ్చాను.
Request the next FPO to please be ready. Ankapalam Palm Oil Fed Producer Company Limited. Ankapalam Palm Oil Fed Producer Company Limited.
అలాగే
The FPO registration certificates are now being presented to the FPOs. Dhammapeta Palm Oil Fed Producer Company Limited. Request you to please come onto the stage. తర్వాత వారు అశ్వరావుపేట్ పామ్ ఆయిల్ ఫెడ్ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ కంపెనీ వారు కూడా వేదిక మీదకి రావాలి. అశ్వరావుపేట్ పామ్ ఆయిల్ ఫెడ్ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ కంపెనీ లిమిటెడ్, ప్లీజ్ be on the stage. తర్వాత వారు వెంకటాద్రి పామ్ ఆయిల్ ఫెడ్ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ కంపెనీ లిమిటెడ్ వారు కూడా వేదిక మీదకి రావాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. Venkatadri Palm Oil Fed Producer Company Limited. Venkatadri Palm Oil Fed Producer Company Limited. Anantaram Godavari Palm Oil Fed Producer Company Limited వారు వేదిక మీదకి రావాలి. The FPOs are being monitored and controlled by the NAFED, as we all know. Godavari Palm Oil Fed Producer Company Limited. తర్వాత వారు లక్ష్మీ గణపతి పామ్ ఆయిల్ ఫెడ్ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ కంపెనీ లిమిటెడ్. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause. This is indeed a revolutionary step forward. Nandagopala Palm Oil Fed Producer Company Limited. Venkateshwar Palm Oil Fed Producer Company Limited. Venkateshwara Palm Oil Fed Producer Company Limited. A big round of applause for all the FPOs today. Thank you very much, sir. Request all our dignitaries to please be seated. I now invite Shri P. Prasad Ji, Honorable Agriculture Minister for Kerala, to give his address.
Honorable Minister for Agriculture, Government of India, Sri Narendra Singh Tomar Ji. Honorable Minister for State, Sri Kailas Chaudhary Ji. Honorable Agriculture Minister, Government of Telangana, Sri S. Niranjan Reddy Ji. Telangana Raitu Bandhu Samiti Chairman, Dr. Malla Rajeshwar Reddy Ji. Department of Agriculture Secretary, Government of India, Sri Sanjay Agarwal Ji. Director General of ICAR, Dr. Turlochan Mahapatra Ji. Chief Secretary, Government of Telangana, Sri Samesh Kumar Ji. Joint Secretary, Government of India, Srimati Subhadra Ji. Other senior officials, dignitaries and participants. It is a pleasure to be a part of this business summit on oil palm. Oil palm, which is a native of West Africa, has now become one of the largest sources of vegetable oil in the world
as well as of India. It has achieved this stance because of its high productivity and consumer acceptance. The share of palm oil among the vegetable oil consumed in India has increased steadily from 29.1% in the year of 2001-2002 to 42.1% in the year of 2018-19. Out of the total vegetable oil imported into the country, the share of palm oil is around 65%. At Kerala, Plantation of Oil, the parent company of Oil Palm India Limited, at the time. Now, Oil Palm India Limited, which is jointly promoted by Government of India and Government of Kerala, independently carry out the mandates for promoting oil palm cultivation and acts as a nodal agency. Continued efforts of the administrators of Oil Palm India Limited. Many of the plantation managers in India may not be aware that the initial pollination of oil palm in the country was done manually. Later, by the steadfast efforts of Oil Palm India Limited, pollinating weevils were introduced, making it possible for raising of large-scale plantations all over India. In Kerala, we are currently having 7,000 hectares of oil palm cultivation. Kerala is having the oldest seed garden at Todugura in Kerala and oil palm of India. Currently, seed garden at Todugura is having the single largest nursery with a potential capacity to produce 11 lakh sprouts per year. Considering the rising demand in the country, we are planning to increase the production here to 1.5 million sprouts per year. And also to start another seed garden at Kolathuppuzha in Kollam at a cost. Honorable Union Minister, respected Sri Narendra Singh Tomarji, Honorable Union Minister MOS Sri Kailash Chaudhary, Honorable Municipal Agriculture, Government of Kerala, Sri Prasad Ji, respected Secretary, Government of India, Sri Sanjay Kumar Agarwal Ji, Dr. Kalla Rajeshwar Reddy, the Chairman Telangana State Raitu Bandhu Samiti, Madam Shobha Thakur Ji,
Joint Secretary, Government of India, Sri Mahapatra ji, Dr. Mahapatra ji, Director ICIR, our Chief Secretary, Sri Somesh Kumar ji, our Special Chief Secretary, Sri Ramkrishna Rao, our Secretary and APC, Sri Ravindra Rao, Honorable MLAs who are present here, Sri Manohar Reddy Garu, Sri Ganga Venkatramana Reddy Garu, Government Whip and MLA Sri Balkrishna Garu, Sri Surendra Rebele Garu, Barber Special CS Sri Nagreddy Garu, our Vice Chancellors Dr. Praveen Rao Garu, Dr. Nirja Prasad Garu, dignitaries present in the summit, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. It's our pleasure and we are privileged that the National Summit is being organized and the state of Telangana is hosting it here in the beautiful city and the most happening city, that's Hyderabad. We are thankful to Government of India for having taken a decision to organize this summit here in Hyderabad. As you all know, our state, the Telangana, that has been carved out from the composite state of Andhra Pradesh on 2nd June of 2014, being 29th state at that time, and now it is 28th state. It has got a geographical area of almost 1.12 lakh square kilometers. सब हमने हमारे चीफ मिनिस्टर जी, हमारे मंत्रीगण और हमारे अधिकारीगण पिछले 2-3 महीनों में दिल्ली जाना पड़ा। भारत सरकार की ओर से मंत्री जी, पीयूष जी, प्रोक्योरमेंट मिनिस्टर और ऑफिशियल्स को मिलना पड़ा, मिलते रहे। उन लोगों ने कन्वर्सेशन में ये बात की, अरे भाई आप क्या जादू की इतने फसल आ गए आपके पास के हम नहीं ले सक रहे हैं आज हिंदुस्तान में। तो हम बोले साहब जादू नहीं की, हमारे केसीआर साहब एक नए तरीके से, एक नया विजन से जो है सो मेहनत की, 7 साल की मेहनत की जो है सो वो आज ये पैदावार है। तो कहीं कोई लड़का अच्छा पढ़ता है, कोई आदमी अच्छा काम करता है, कोई किसान अच्छा पैदावार करता है, कोई साइंटिस्ट अच्छा इनोवेट करता है, डिस्कवर करता है, और कोई लीडर अच्छी राजनीति से आवाम को ज्यादा फायदा करता है, कोई अच्छा सोशल वर्क करता है। हर किसी को हम इंकरेज करते हैं, शाबाश बेटा और आगे चलो। जब तेलंगाना पंजाब से भी ज्यादा पैदावार गई तो तेलंगाना को सपोर्ट करना है भारत सरकार की ओर से। पहला थी मेरे बात में इससे पहले बोल रहे थे, अरे भैया कैसा जादू की, क्या जादू की, इतना पैदावार आ रहा आपके पास। तो आप तमाम लोग भारत सरकार की ओर से हमको दुआएं देना चाहिए, यहाँ के फार्मर्स को दुआएं देना चाहिए। अभी की कहावत थी कि क्रॉप डाइवर्सिफिकेशन करो, नीड ऑफ द आवर, उसको जहन में रखिए। भारत सरकार बोलने से और पूछने से पहले से ही यहाँ पे तेलंगाना सरकार के क्रॉप डाइवर्सिफिकेशन के वास्ते हमने बहुत ही स्कीम्स इंट्रोड्यूस की, अपने सेंट्रल स्पॉन्सर्ड स्कीम्स को जुड़ाते हुए और हम अलग करते हुए फार्मर्स को मोटिवेट करते आने कि नीड ऑफ द आवर क्या है, कंटेम्पोरेरी पीरियड में हिंदुस्तान में क्या हालत है, ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड में क्या हालत है, कि हालात को जुड़ाने के वास्ते हम कैसे क्रॉप्स कल्टीवेट करें। इसका काम चल रहा ऑलरेडी। तो शुरू में मैं आपको बताना मुनासिब समझ रहा था, इसलिए मैं आपको हिंदी में 2-4 बात बताने की कोशिश की। आपकी उतनी फंसी हिंदी नहीं, हमारी तो जबान उर्दू से मिलके यहाँ के हैदराबाद उर्दू, हैदराबाद हिंदी। थैंक यू सर। तो the visionary steps and the innovative decisions and the initiatives that the Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana, Sri KCR, had taken, like initiatives like 24 hours free and quality power supply to the farmers. और इसके बाद the one and only
unique scheme in the entire world, nowhere in the world. It's called Raitu Bandhu, giving 10,000 rupees per acre to all the farmers, to the entire cultivable area of agriculture, which has now amounted to, including this season, our Special Chief Secretary Ramakrishna Rao has given me just now the figure that farmers of Telangana have been given during the last 7 seasons an amount of rupees 50,000 crores 675.63 lakhs. 50,000 crores of rupees have been pumped into the accounts of the farmers of the state, which has directly helped them in bringing out huge producers in the agriculture. The irrigation facility and the extension systems have enormously triggered for the growth of agriculture in the state of Telangana over the last 7 years. Now it's almost, that was 122 lakh acres, now it is 2 crores 3 lakh acres now. So that is the progressive increase in the cultivable area of the state. This has resulted into the production. The production that has gone up from 68 lakh metric tons that was registered in 2014 and 15, and now it is 259.2 lakhs. 2 crores 59 lakh metric tons in 2021. Similarly, the increase in horticulture area could be seen. There is an increase of 22, almost 23% in the horticultural area increase. We have increase in mango, we have increase in red chilli, turmeric, vegetables and other major crops. The enhanced irrigation facility has resulted in increase of our paddy enormously, and we have surpassed the paddy production of Punjab, which has recorded almost 5 to 6 decades first in the country. Now we have surpassed Punjab, sir. That is where we need appreciation of Government of India. We are not expected to have a cursing view on the farmers of the state of Telangana. So we should have appreciation. You may always ask us to go for diversification, and we are ready. We are ready. Therefore, having felt the need for crop diversification, we are now educating the farmers, driving the farmers to go for oil seeds, pulses, vegetables, fruits, and so on. As it was enumerated, it was illustrated by our Chief Secretary Suresh Kumarji. It was also shown in the documentation that the technical committee, high-level committee that was constituted by the Government of India, it has visited Telangana in a span of 1 year twice, and it has recommended saying that as on the date of their visit, they concluded that 25 districts out of 33 are most suitable for cultivating oil palm in the state of Telangana. And after their recommendation, 3-4 districts have also added because of the vegetation, because of the irrigation potential that has been spreading. So, except Hyderabad, metropolitan city, I don't think there will be any area that will be remaining which is not suitable for cultivation of oil palm in the state of Telangana. That is the beautiful ecosystem that is most favorable for cultivating oil palm in the state of Telangana. So, in the light of these aspects, there are certain issues which we would like to request Government of India take into cognizance. So, considering the potentiality in Telangana for oil palm with increased irrigation facility and OMP's importance under crop diversification from paddy, maize, etc., state government has laid thrust on oil palm area expansion. With the continuous and diligent efforts of the state government, Government of India notified an additional potential area of 4.36 lakh hectares, which is equivalent to 10.90 acres, 90 lakh acres. 5 years action plan under NEMO Government of India has launched a new centrally sponsored scheme, namely National Mission on Oil on edible oil, palm oils and oil palm from 21-22 to 25-26, with a total outlay of rupees 11,040 crores, and out of which Government of India share is 8,844 crores. The mission aims at covering an additional 6.5 lakh hectares under oil palm in the country by the 25-26. Whereas the Telangana government intends to cover an area of 12 lakh hectares, that is 30 lakh acres, as it was said by Chief Secretary just before, under oil palm from 21-22 to 25-26, with an outlay of rupees 13,968 crores in a mission mode in view of the huge potential. जितना आप टारगेट के उससे ज्यादा करने के लिए हम तैयार हैं, एरिया इज सुपर, we are intending to take out. Therefore, in view of tremendous potential for oil palm cultivation in this state, it is requested that the following issues be taken into consideration. That is, number one, approval of action plan to cover 30 lakh acres. Secondly, provision of an amount of rupees 7,170 crores for central share for the above area. Revision of indicative cost and norms under micro irrigation for oil palm. Considering the actual field requirement and increase in raw material cost in the recent past, the unit cost of micro irrigation components for oil palm crop is being enhanced to 53,465 per hectare, which is resulting in additional burden of the state government. Hence, it is requested to enhance the indicative cost on installation of drip irrigation from rupees 27,304 per hectare to 50,000 to 55,000 per hectare for oil palm crop under PMKSY. Similarly, we request for extending micro irrigation assistance for the entire plantation area taken up by the farmer, as there is no such restriction on extending cultivation assistance for plantations. Relaxation of 7 years logging period for availing micro irrigation assistance for oil palm farmers exclusively. Considering micro irrigation component of oil palm under NEMO as a special case instead of under PMKSY PDMC. Enhancing assistance on inputs and intercrop. While welcoming the decision of Government of India in enhancing the assistance on plant material, it is also requested to enhance the assistance on inputs and intercrops from the existing 52 5,250 per hectare per year, keeping in view the cost of fertilizers, and the farmers of Telangana opine that the viability gap payment is not in their favor. Hence, there is a need for provision of minimum guarantee price on fresh fruit bunches, etc. Hence, border crops has to make it full-fledged mission. So these components and elements may kindly be taken into consideration while examining the subject, and we assure you that, sir, Telangana will be the first state in achieving the target that is posed by Government of India, and will not be inferior to anyone. We will be far, far superior to many states in the country because of our pro-farmer policies that are being taken up and adapted in this state, and also the ecological and irrigation potential that is favorable to the crops. Therefore, you may kindly take into consideration all these aspects and encourage the state of Telangana in a wide crop diversification, which will not only help the state of Telangana, its farmers and its economy, it will also add to the national economy. Thank you. Jai Bharat, Jai Telangana.
Thank you very much, sir, for that comprehensive
set of remarks and the requests from the state to the center. And also, thank you for explaining the important initiatives on oil palm taking place in the state. We are confident that oil palm plantation will be a successful endeavor in the state. Thank you very much, sir. I now invite Shri Kailash Chaudhary ji, Honorable Union Minister of State for Agriculture, for his address.
आज के इस महत्वपूर्ण इस सम्मेलन में हमारे मध्य उपस्थित भारत सरकार में हमारे कृषि मंत्री आदरणीय श्री नरेंद्र सिंह तोमर साहब और हमारे मध्य उपस्थित हमारे यहाँ के माननीय मंत्री जी, तेलंगाना के श्री रेड्डी जी और हमारे मध्य उपस्थित केरल के कृषि मंत्री श्री पी प्रसाद जी और भारत सरकार में एग्रीकल्चर के सेक्रेटरी संजय जी अग्रवाल और HICC के डीजी महापात्रा जी, हमारे मध्य उपस्थित यहाँ के किसान नेता पल्ला राजेश्वर रेड्डी जी और हमारे मध्य उपस्थित हमारे एग्रीकल्चर के जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी श्रीमती सुबा ठाकुर जी और सेक्रेटरी हमारे यहाँ पर उपस्थित सभी चीफ सेक्रेटरी तेलंगाना सरकार और यहाँ पर उपस्थित हमारे सभी विधायकगण, MLAs और सभी हमारे यहाँ के VC-गण, सभी स्टेट सरकार के और केंद्र सरकार के अधिकारीगण और सभी यहाँ पर आए हुए किसान भाइयों और बहनों और मीडिया के बंधुओं, जैसा कि आज का दिन निश्चित रूप से बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण दिवस है। आज एक जो मिशन प्रारंभ किया गया और उस मिशन को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए ये आज की बैठक और ये सम्मेलन निश्चित रूप से आने वाले समय के अंदर किसान की इनकम बढ़ाने के लिए और एक जो महत्वपूर्ण हमारे देश की समस्या है उसका समाधान करने की दृष्टि से कि जो हमें ऑयल है उसको इंपोर्ट करना पड़ता है, उसका समाधान कैसे हो, इस दिशा के ऊपर निश्चित रूप से ये आज का सम्मेलन बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण होगा। जैसा कि हम जानते हैं आज देश के अंदर ऑयल को हमें इंपोर्ट करना पड़ता है। एक समय था जिस समय देश के अंदर किसानों को कोई भी उत्पादन बाहर से लाने की आवश्यकता नहीं होती थी। खेत के अंदर ही उसका हर वस्तु उसको मिल जाया करती थी। लेकिन आपको बताना चाहता हूं कि उसके बाद में हमारे यहाँ पर खाद्यान्न की दृष्टि से भी आज हमारा देश है वो सरप्लस हुआ है। खाद्यान्न में तो निश्चित रूप से हम सरप्लस हुए किसानों की मेहनत और उसकी वजह से आज हम इस स्थान पर पहुंचे। लेकिन आज भी हमारे देश के अंदर ऑयल की दृष्टि से देखा जाए तो हमें विश्व के अंदर जितना ऑयल उत्पादन होता है और उसमें हमें आज यहाँ पर इंपोर्ट करना पड़ता है, जिसके अंदर लगभग देश की जो हमारी 80,000 करोड़ से भी अधिक यहाँ पर इंपोर्ट होता है। और इसके बाद मैं आपको ये भी बताना चाहूंगा कि जहां 25 मिलियन टन देश का पूरा कंजम्पशन है और उसमें से अपने को मात्र यहाँ देश के अंदर घरेलू जो हमारा उत्पादन है मतलब लगभग 12 मिलियन टन है। बाकी का जो उत्पादन है वो हमें दूसरे देशों के ऊपर हमें निर्भर रहना पड़ता है और हमें दूसरे देशों से लाना पड़ता है। तो इस सारी दृष्टि को ध्यान में रखते हुए माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के सानिध्य में और हमारे कृषि मंत्री माननीय तोमर साहब के नेतृत्व के अंदर एक महत्वपूर्ण ये निर्णय लिया गया कि हमें हमारे देश को ऑयल के अंदर आत्मनिर्भर बनाना है। तो उसके लिए एक योजना बने और मुझे बताते हुए प्रसन्नता है कि भारत सरकार ने इसके लिए अलग से बजट का प्रावधान किया और लगभग 11,000 करोड़ रुपए इसके लिए बजट का प्रावधान अलग से किया गया है और जिससे कि किसानों को और सरकार को सपोर्ट करके और आगे इस मिशन को आगे बढ़ाया जा सके। और ये कार्य तभी संभव हो सकता है जब राज्य सरकारों का सपोर्ट मिले और राज्य सरकार उसमें सहयोग करे। और निश्चित रूप से राज्य सरकारों के सहयोग से इसमें लगभग 2200 करोड़ रुपए का प्रावधान राज्य सरकार का सपोर्ट रहेगा और वहीं पर भारत सरकार की ओर से 8,844 करोड़ रुपए का राज्य सरकार को सपोर्ट के माध्यम से इस मिशन को आगे बढ़ाया जाएगा। कोई भी अगर काम हो, कोई भी मिशन हो तो उसको आगे बढ़ाने के लिए और विशेषकर एग्रीकल्चर के अंदर साइंटिस्ट का रिसर्च और किसान की मेहनत और सरकार का सपोर्ट, ये तीन जब चीज मिल जाती है तो मुझे लगता है कि वो ऐसा कोई काम असंभव नहीं है जो मिशन पूरा नहीं हो सके। और इस दृष्टि से मुझे लगता है कि आज जैसा कि पूर्व के अंदर सभी वक्ताओं ने बताया और यहाँ के मिनिस्टर साहब ने भी अपने अचीवमेंट बताए और मुझे जहां तक दिखता है कि जिस तरह से प्रधानमंत्री जी नरेंद्र मोदी जी की जो योजना है एग्रीकल्चर के अंदर, एक समय में आपको बताना चाहता हूं कि हर व्यक्ति दूर भागना चाह रहा था, लेकिन आज एग्रीकल्चर के प्रति लोगों का रुझान बढ़ा है और उसके लिए राज्य सरकार ने प्रयास करिए, भारत सरकार से भी सपोर्ट दिया जा रहा है। और जहां तक मैं देख रहा हूं और मुझे याद है अच्छी तरह से, ये मिशन जब हाथ में लिया था तो उस समय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने ये बात जब कही कि देश के अंदर किसान ऑयल पाम के अंदर हमारे देश को आत्मनिर्भर बनाना है और उस समय जहां पूरा देश उस समय लॉकडाउन के अंदर था और उस समय कृषि मंत्रालय के अंदर बैठकर तोमर साहब के नेतृत्व में लगातार इस बात की चिंता की जा रही थी कि किसानों की इनकम बढ़ानी है और हमारे ऑयल पाम मिशन को किस तरह से आगे बढ़ाना है। और मुझे बताते हुए प्रसन्नता है कि कोरोना के संकट के अंदर भी जहां पूरे देश के अंदर लॉकडाउन था, लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी उस समय कई ऐसे महत्वपूर्ण कदम उठाए, कई ऐसे महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय लिए गए कोरोना के बीच में भी, चाहे उसके लिए खरीद करने का विषय था तो वो खरीद की समय पर खरीद हुई और जहां छूट देने की आवश्यकता थी, कोई भी अगर कोई मार्केट के अंदर किसानों की खरीद सही समय पर बेचान हो जाए, इस दृष्टि से मंडियों को भी जोड़ा गया। और साथ ही मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा कि उस दौरान किसान रेल का भी शुभारंभ हुआ और किसान रेल के माध्यम से कि किसानों को इसका लाभ मिले, किसान को उसकी ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का जो चार्ज है वो कम उसके ऊपर वहन करना पड़े और इस दृष्टि से निश्चित रूप से काम किया गया। और इसी बीच में ये मिशन के तौर पर भी प्रारंभ किया और आज मुझे जो लक्ष्य लिया गया है वो लक्ष्य निश्चित रूप से चाहे नॉर्थ ईस्ट के क्षेत्र हो, चाहे हमारे ये राज्य अभी जो तय किए गए हैं दूसरे राज्य, उनके अंदर भारत का आज लगभग आधे प्रदेशों के अंदर इस मिशन को जिस तरह से और सरकार किसानों को इसके लिए अवेलेबल किया जाएगा। और मुझे बहुत ही प्रसन्नता होती है कहते हुए कि सरकार के द्वारा सिर्फ इतना ही नहीं, चाहे अगर हमारे स्ट्रीट गार्डन बनाने हो तो उसके लिए भी 80 लाख रुपए एक गार्डन के लिए, उसकी भी सरकार की तरफ से सपोर्ट है। अगर कोई नर्सरी स्थापित करना चाहता है अगर उसके लिए भी 40 लाख रुपए 10 हेक्टेयर तक के लिए, और इसी के साथ में कस्टम हायरिंग सेंटर के लिए भी 25 लाख रुपए तक का सपोर्ट देने का प्रावधान किया गया है। किसानों को ट्रेनिंग देने के लिए भी भारत सरकार की ओर से 30,000 रुपए 30 किसानों तक को ट्रेनिंग देने के लिए और साथ ही अधिकारियों को भी ट्रेनिंग देने के लिए 40,000 रुपए 30 अधिकारियों तक को ट्रेनिंग देने के लिए इसमें प्रावधान किया गया। वहीं पर आपको यह भी बताना चाहता हूं कि प्लांटिंग मटेरियल का जो है उसमें अगर विदेश सपोर्ट है तो उसके तौर पर भी 29,000 रुपए के तौर पर उनको किसान को सपोर्ट देने का भी प्रावधान किया गया। तो कुल मिलाकर ये है कि आने वाले समय के अंदर ये जो हमारा मिशन है, जहां भारत सरकार की ओर से लगातार हर क्षेत्र में एक ही उद्देश्य कि किसान की इनकम बढ़े और किसान के लिए महत्वपूर्ण 3-4 चीजें होती है। किसान को अपने एक तो बढ़िया किस्म का बीज मिले या उसको प्लांटिंग मटेरियल मिले, तो इस दिशा के अंदर सरकार काम कर रही है। और किसानों के लिए भंडारण की व्यवस्था हो और किसान को की लागत कम कैसे हो और मार्केट कैसे मिले, इन सभी को ध्यान में रखते हुए आज देखा जाए तो अभी एफपीओ का यहाँ पर सर्टिफिकेट दिया गया और देश के अंदर आने वाले समय के अंदर 10,000 एफपीओ भी बनाई जाएंगी और 10,000 एफपीओ बनकर किसानों को जिस तरह से एक सपोर्ट के तौर पर भारत सरकार की तरफ से उनको सहयोग भी किया जा रहा है। और इसी के साथ में एग्रीकल्चर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर फंड के तौर पर 1 लाख करोड़ रुपए का प्रावधान किया गया है कि ताकि किसान अपने पैरों के ऊपर खड़ा हो सके और जो हमारी यूनिट्स है जिस तरह से उसको किस तरह से सपोर्ट मिले और इन सभी को ध्यान में रखते हुए ये योजना जब बनी और योजना बनाएगी तो इसका पीछे उद्देश्य यही है कि हमारे जो देश के किसान हैं या आम नागरिक की जो खाद्य सुरक्षा के तौर पर हम आज खाद्यान्न के अंदर हम आत्मनिर्भर हुए हैं, लेकिन तिलहन के अंदर भी हमें दूसरे देशों के ऊपर निर्भर नहीं होना पड़े और इस दृष्टि से ये कार्य प्रारंभ किया गया है। निश्चित रूप से आपके सहयोग से और राज्य सरकारों के सपोर्ट से और किसानों की मेहनत के और परिणाम स्वरूप वह दिन दूर नहीं कि जिस दिन हमारा जो लक्ष्य जो हमने लिया है वो लक्ष्य अवश्य पूरा होगा। और राज्य सरकार जैसा अभी उन्होंने कहा मंत्री जी ने कि सपोर्ट की बात है, तो राज्य सरकार अगर 2 कदम आगे बढ़ेगी तो भारत सरकार 10 कदम आगे बढ़कर आपके सपोर्ट के अंदर साथ खड़ी है, क्योंकि प्रधानमंत्री जी का लक्ष्य एक है कि किसानों की इनकम बढ़ाना और देश के किसान को आत्मनिर्भर करना। तो इस दृष्टि से ये आज की समिट है वह निश्चित रूप से आने वाले समय के अंदर हमारे किसानों को भी लाभ देगी। हमारे देश की बजट जो जीडीपी के अंदर जो योगदान है उसमें भी कृषि का महत्वपूर्ण योगदान होगा, क्योंकि पहले जब आप और हम सब जानते हैं कि कृषि की जीडीपी के अंदर कृषि का देश की जीडीपी में बहुत बड़ा योगदान था, लेकिन धीरे धीरे कम हुआ। लेकिन अब आने वाले जिस तरह से आप और सबका मन और मस्तिष्क और जिस तरह से मेहनत है और जिस तरह से एक विजन लेकर आप आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, तो मुझे लगता है कि वो दिन दूर नहीं जिस दिन हम इस लक्ष्य को भी पूरा करेंगे और देश के जो आत्मनिर्भर बनाना है उस आत्मनिर्भर में भी हम निश्चित रूप से सफल होंगे। इतना ही मुझे कहना था। आप सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable remarks and highlighting the efforts of the Government of India for increasing the oil palm plantation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I now invite Shri Narendra Singh Tomar ji, Honorable Union Agriculture Minister, to give his inaugural address.
आज के